Now, this beautiful piece of property here on Columbus is where they were going to put a casino in South Philadelphia about 15 years ago. Now, this property extends all the way back to the river, and it's a beautiful piece of property. However, the people in South Philadelphia really didn't want a casino. They fought it. They fought it very hard. Finally, the developers that were going to put up a casino kind of understood, got the message, and they decided to not do it. Now, the city is trying to figure out what to do with this. There's many plans, but none of the plans ended up working out so far. But you can see in a property about the same size right next door, they're putting up retail, and you can see it all the way there. And that makes sense. So some of the ideas that have been put forward for the property that still has yet to be developed are apartments, retail, other things that might be there. They still have to figure that out, but well, you can see with that building in green, that's going to be retail. That goes all the way back to the river also. So my bet would be that they're probably going to put retail in this area too, sort of to make it like the Walmart and the Walmart and the Home Depot that are not too far away from here. You can see here, all along here is development, and right behind that AAA store is a huge Home Depot, and not too far from Home Depot is a huge superstore for Walmart. So it would make sense to put retail here, but I think the city wants apartments kind of to bring it more of a neighborhood feel. So I think that's really the holdup. Apartments versus retail, you know, how should you do it? And because if you can get apartments developed, it will extend the living neighborhood from other areas in South Philadelphia to the waterfront and add value, in my opinion. You can see in the distance to the north, there's already a beautiful condominium development there that has really taken off. So from there to the south would be ideal for the city to develop the waterfront, and I'm sure that's the goal. And then right next door to all of these are more facilities that aren't as glamorous, like a rehabilitation facility, a Burger King. Now, because this is very close to the entrance to the highway, it makes a lot of sense to have a Burger King. And there's like a shopping mall right nearby with gas. From here we can see the shopping mall that's nearby, or strip mall. Gasoline is right near the highway. So you can see here I-95 South right nearby. Whole bunch of shopping all around here. Just makes a lot of sense. And near these developments, that one that is yet to be done and the other which is more retail. At Dickinson and Columbus, you can see here is a better view of the development. Again, it goes all the way back to the water. That's why when they develop the other property, it's going to be just fantastic. Just a different perspective for this new development on this beautiful piece of land. You can actually see how far back the development goes. Just take a closer look at everything. Just another angle off Columbus to take a look at this beautiful building under construction. A lot of times you see these finished developments, but you don't see them as they're constructed. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there interested in hearing about what's going on Columbus Boulevard, the new developments, how things are changing. It's a chance to kind of see what things are like. Just beautiful seeing everything. You can see this street goes all the way down to the water. It's just great seeing everything. And you can see the neighborhood around here. It's a more residential neighborhood as you go down that street. And there was a movie theater there. It's not open right now, but it'll be open very soon. Again, it's due to not as many people being around. But just a beautiful neighborhood. And then this is looking toward the river. You can see how massive this property is. What potential there is for even further development. And then if you look further down this road, you can actually see the river just past the trees. And then right next door is a Comcast location used more for storage. And I can bet very soon this Comcast location will be sold to a developer and used for another beautiful development, whether it's apartments or retail. But as I mentioned earlier, I'm betting the city wants apartments, more apartments around here versus more retail. A little bit further away from Columbus, but just to give everyone a good perspective of what's going on here. Massive development, and you'll see right behind that development they've left the land empty, and it would be very interesting to figure out what they're going to do with that property. Of course, it's going to be something, because having a major development in front of the undeveloped property, it would make sense that they would develop the other property soon after they develop the first property. And you can see the water in the distance, people out boating, and then this Comcast location that's used for storage. But this is where my bet would be they're going to do something with this Comcast location. It's permanently closed now, and I would bet it's permanently closed because they have plans. And then you can see in the distance the towers for Center City. Just an ideal location for everything. And as I mentioned earlier, I think the city wants to build up the waterfront, make it more touristy, make it more appealing for residents to be around the waterfront.